new vlog here. Following me along a week. I feel crusty, I feel dusty, and I haven't had time to clean any of my apartment because I spent the whole weekend, I would say, out of my house. If I was in my house, I was probably sleeping, and then when I was out of my house, I was out of my house for most of the day and then would come back to go to sleep. I haven't had much time to do anything, so I feel extra crusty. But before we continue, let me go ahead and introduce myself in case you are new here. Hi, my name is Brenda. I'm a 30-something that works and lives here in very cloudy and muggy San Francisco. And usually on my channel, I post vlogs sharing how I'm navigating life in my 30s. So if you like that type of content, I encourage you to check out my other videos as well as subscribe to my channel. Now, like I said, we're going to start a little week here. Today it is Monday and I am working from home. I was thinking, I don't know if it's going to be possible, if I'm going to have the motivation, the energy, the mental capacity to go to Japantown after work. I want to go to Daiso. I want to go and see if they have any more of these glass containers, which long shot because I got them many years ago. But I just want to see if they have anything similar because I really like the size for whenever I do my overnight oats. And I've tried doing a large batch, like in a large container, and I didn't like it. So I kind of been wanting to see if I can find any more of those little containers. I just got back from Daiso. Ignore the hair. I did this because I felt like my forehead is too 5-head for me today, 6-head. So I wanted to cover it up a little bit because I am wearing a more slick back ponytail, which I do not like. It is what it is. I would usually never do this of like going to Daiso or like a store after work. I usually tend to keep my evenings very at home, very antisocial, very hermit, you know. I like to stay inside. But today I remembered I have free will. For whatever reason in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so far away and I'll never make it over there in time while they're still open. Turns out they're open until like 8 p.m., which is pretty late for San Francisco post 2020. And then I remembered it's still summer, so usually my hesitation would be like, oh, it's going to be really dark when we're trying to come back home or when we're trying to go out there and it's just like not the vibe. I don't want to be out there in the weeds too late at night. And again, I forgot I have free will. We already walked the fur ball. We fed her. What other, you know, engagement, what other things on our schedule like after work? Nothing other than editing. I went to Daiso, got to take out my new Senora bag, as my friends have lovingly called this bag. This expensive Senora bag, to be honest. And I just wanted to share some of the stuff that I bought. So the reason why I went to Daiso was mostly because I was looking for glass containers for my overnight oats. So I bought these little jars right here. I feel like they're the perfect height and size for overnight oats. I mean, it's just a wild shot in the dark. And it does look pretty seal proof. I'm gonna wash them before I use them, obviously. But that was a perfect size. So I bought 3 of these, and you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's totally fine. The way Daiso works, in case you don't have a Daiso near you, it's kind of like a Dollar Tree, like a Asian Dollar Tree. And so anything that's not labeled, it'll default to $2.25 if it's not labeled. So the jars were $2.25 each. Every time I go to Daiso, I always get the Hokkaido cream baked wheat cakes. I love these. I could eat like 50 of them. I only bought 2. Again, I only went for the jar. And I came out with the jars. I also found these for when you wash your face so that it doesn't drip down your hands. I thought it was really silly when I saw people had these, but I recently learned that I probably should be one of those people that have it. I bought myself, I haven't had this in such a long time, the melon ramu bottle of sodi. I also figured I was gonna be hungry, so I'm gonna try this curry yakisoba, instant yakisoba. I was walking by and I saw this in the kitchen, I think the kitchen section, magnet hook. So I bought it because I wanted to put it next to my fridge on the other side of my fridge. And you know, sometimes Daiso tells you what you need. I remembered that I've been meaning to get a spray bottle to put alcohol in. I doubt this is gonna be my color, but it caught my attention. Oh, see, this one says 150 yen on it. I think this would have been $3. $3.25. So $3.25. Still, we'll see how it works. It's just an eyebrow pencil in the color toasted hazelnut. Just wanted to try it out. Got this for the shower because my hair has been getting so tangled. I want to have this in the shower so I can detangle. Another thing I got for myself were these little black ties, black hair ties. I use them sometimes, but these are mostly for Chubeki. This is the last thing I got myself, were these 4 pens. They were $2.25 each, I know. But I don't have colors like these, and they're so autumn, and they're so pretty. And I don't think I've ever mentioned, I kind of have a slight, this thing's gonna keep going back. I have a slight pen addiction. I love pens. I really love pens. And then up next, now this is something I had been meaning to go to Daiso for a long time ago. Never had the time, but I finally made it out to Daiso, so I decided to get these stuff. My coworker, I featured her a couple of times on my blog, but she recently became a legal assistant on my team. And because we do filings, I wanted to get her like a little filing kit for her to take with her, consisting of the stuff that I have in my own filing kit. And one of them is this really small stapler. So you just gotta like unhook it and it turns into a stapler. And I got her staples to go with it. And then I also got her, I've never used this, but it looked pretty cool, a whiteout, because you always need whiteout when you're going to the courthouse, because you never know what you messed up until the clerk tells you what you messed up on. And then I got her this little pocket, little pencil holder. It's kind of cute. It has a little pocket in the back. I mostly got it because her favorite color is yellow. And then the last thing I got her was this. This is a clear plastic container folder. I have one that I use for myself whenever I was going to the courthouse or for personal reasons, and it's perfect for, you know, carrying documents without them getting wrinkled. So I figured all of it can go together, and so she can have fun in her next court run. So yeah, that's what I got, and that's like a little belated welcome to the team present that it took me like 2 months to do, but better late than never, right? So hopefully she appreciates it. Tuesday. You can probably hear the sounds of the city. I have the windows open. It is what I can only describe as like the nastiest feeling day. Like in here, it is nice. We have some breeze coming in. It feels good. But outside, it is like the muggiest, weirdest weather for San Francisco. I'm pretty sure this might be normal for like other states, but it is like you walk out and it feels warm and like it's probably really humid outside. That's probably what's going on. It's only, let's see, it is only 72 degrees right now, allegedly. It feels like 82, because I've been in 80-degree weather in LA, and it feels much nicer than what it feels like outside right now. very muggy day today. I don't know what's going on with the weather. It is like muggy. Like if you were to judge the weather by how our skies look today, like this earlier this morning, it looked a lot worse. Like it was just like black clouds in the horizon and then everything else was sunny, and right now it's just like very, very gray and cloudy. And just based on that and on the fact that this is San Francisco, you would assume that we are having a very cold day, but we're not. It is so muggy. It is like the flies are out, which is a signal that it is kind of toasty outside, kind of sticky. I would identify this type of like warmth to just being sticky. It is humid, muggy, just disgusting outside in my opinion. This is like my least favorite weather. I made myself a smoothie this morning because I'm finding, well, one, I was like, I'm gonna be hungry and I didn't have time to make overnight oats. Two, I need to use up my yogurt because for whatever reason the expiration date is really quick. And then the other thing is I think I need more like fiber, and I put hemp seeds and chia seeds, which I think are a good source of fiber. I am trying not to like break the seal by putting the straw in it, so I need to remember to pack my straw and get ready to go to work. I didn't pack lunch either. I think most of it's because I feel like today is going to be one of those eat your feelings type of day. Yesterday, effective as of that meeting, our supervisor was no longer a supervisor. She had been promoted, which is great news. I'm happy for her that she got promoted. There's no like, oh, I wish she didn't deserve it or anything. Like, I'm happy she got promoted. However, I wish we had been given a heads up that the meeting would basically announce us losing our, because we had no idea we were losing our supervisor. We had no idea that we had hired a new temporary attorney. That was announced in the morning over Slack. So we were just like, whoa, like, why aren't we being told anything? Like, what's going on? A heads up would have been nice, you know, even if it was like the morning of, instead of us all finding out this information with everyone. Not my circus, not my monkeys is what I have to remind myself sometimes. That should be fun. At this point, I'm just blabbing. I think Chewy must be done with her food, and she just decided not to come and announce that she was done with her meal. Anyways, let's go. I gotta go pack my bag. Make sure I take my coworker's gift. I'm still giving it to her. Awful timing. Awful timing. I've been talking a lot to the camera, and hopefully editing Brenda can figure out what to keep and what to take out of the vlog. It is Thursday and I don't think I've captured any footage of my day. I came here, I bed rotted for a very long time, literally bed rotted. I haven't taken lunch to work, which was the purpose of me buying all that Trader Joe's groceries. Luckily, all that stuff doesn't expire yet, so we're good on that. Except for the yogurt. The yogurt I need to get on eating because that one expires pretty soon. I feel like after I got the news about my manager, like it's just been like very lack of motivation, and then work has really, for me, my workload has really come to like a stall. I don't know how I've cleared all of my task lists. It's all up to date now, and because we still have the summer interns, they haven't left yet. I think they leave next week. I don't really have work because all of the work is going to them, and there's not much work to go around right now. So it's been kind of like boring and just, I don't know, just draining. And then today I put on the red blush from Rare that I've been having for years that I don't use often. Used it as a color corrector because I was like, I think we need extreme measures for how dark these under eyes are. In the work bathroom, it looked like it made it worse. Like I looked like a raccoon, and then in my building, like in the lobby, I checked myself out in the mirror and it looked like it worked. So I don't know if it worked because different lighting is telling me I either made it worse or I actually fixed it. So I have my milkshake. Is it milkshake? My smoothie that I made this morning. I just poured a bunch of stuff in there and it is quite a big portion, I know, but I feel like I need more fiber. So I was just whatever with life. Today, it is Friday and I still have some time. I could technically leave right now. I'm still here. I was waiting for the chew pup to finish eating. She already did. And now I was just enjoying my smoothie, which I kind of regret putting the straw in. I don't think it will leak, but it just makes it harder for me to transport this to work. Much faster commute than usual. It is a very usually packed commute, so I'm also trying to calculate for that. And the sudden burst of allergies that I'm having. I really should be better about taking my allergy meds, but I haven't been good about taking any medication at all. Like I've forgotten to take my antacid meds. So yesterday I had the worst like acid reflux and I didn't eat anything spicy. All I had was pizza. And so I think it was the sauce in the pizza. I just have been really bad. I need to figure out how to get myself back together. I think my brain is just cluttered. Just realizing I already took off my sweater. Hopefully you can tell I'm wearing a tank top. Also, I had lunch and you can tell that the fried chicken was good. I dropped some hot sauce on myself. Anyways, I got home a while ago and I've been having just another really just lazy day at home, just bed rotting. My hair got greasy really quickly. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we got home a while ago. Work was business as usual. Had really long meetings in the morning. It was fun. And then I just, work was actually not that bad today. When I'm in this particular office, it's usually so dark. It makes me so sleepy. I usually struggle. Like once lunch is over, I'm like mentally done. But I was actually pretty busy with work. I was actually like doing stuff, responding to Slacks from my attorney that's currently remote, answering the questions of the new legal assistant who sits in front of me. It's nothing bad. We're friends, so we joke around, and I just make a joke about really you got a question, and girl, I'm close, no more questions. But she was fine, and then I had to help out the volunteer, which wasn't bad. It was very easy, and he's very quick, learns very quickly. Not what I can say for certain people. It was really just a fine day, and I think part of it had to do with this morning. I woke up and it isn't that I'm happy per se, or things are going well. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of things that happened. This morning I broke my glass, which I'm upset because I think I am down to 4 glasses now from the tall ones I like to use for my coffee. Or maybe I'm down to 2, I can't remember. But broke it in the dumbest way. Literally tapped it with my Owala bottle, my tumbler, while I was washing it this morning so I could put my smoothie in it. And it shattered. And it was literally that's it. It wasn't boom. It was just tap, whole thing exploded. So even though that happened this morning, I feel like I went to work with an attitude of, yeah, everything around me is not going that great and things aren't all that good, but we're gonna go with like a happy attitude. We're gonna be a little ray of sunshine, but not the annoying kind. I literally was only thinking to myself, like, let's just go in with like a more positive attitude and not my usual kind of Debbie Downer behavior that I can have sometimes when there's too many changes going on. I could tell that even though that usually a situation that would make me very unhappy, or like it would make it harder for me to navigate, you know, how I relate or socialize to other people, I was kind of surprised that it didn't have the usual effect. It didn't have the usual negative effect, that instead I went in and I was like, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go in with like the best attitude I feel like being today, not faking it, just like I want to be happy today, so I'm gonna be happy today. And that's what I did, and I feel good. I know that laughter was not convincing. It's fine, like it's all fine, and I'm just enjoying the little moments of joy. So that was my day today. It was just trying to be joyful, trying to stay afloat in all the changes, and then just with the mental goal of like, finally it's the weekend, I get to sleep in, hopefully, and just relax and just do my own thing. And I think that's also something I'm very much looking forward to, having a relaxing weekend. I am going to be hanging out with my friend Nicole, who I sometimes feature on my blog. I haven't seen her in a while. A lot of stuff has been going on in her life, and so I haven't been able to really catch her, so we're finally going to be catching up. I know at some point my social battery is going to completely die on me, because I know I've been very social. With all of that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. And if you enjoyed this video, again, I encourage you to like and or subscribe to my channel. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. Bye.